Greetings and welcome. I'm Psychic Medium Roberto, and I truly hope you are doing well. Trigger warning: the subject matter is of a mature nature and deals with true crime events. All cases are treated as alleged until proven in a court of law. And in today's episode, I'm looking at Deveney Nel, who unfortunately was found murdered on school property last week, August the 7th. Beg your pardon. Was found in a storeroom later in the evening on the Wednesday, August 7. Her mom had reported her missing because obviously she didn't arrive back from school. So the event must have taken place in this zone year. Okay. I tried to look for the founding dates of Overberg. I could only find the year 1708. And if you're not familiar with the area, the crime has taken place at the southern tip of South Africa. Here's Cape Town. And the Overberg High School is over here. I'm not very familiar with it. But certainly, I would say at least in the middle to higher upper end school. And it caters for both boys and girls. So I've just had a look at that now. On the day of the murder, we see a 15:06 in the middle of the day. Now, this indicates older male. So let's put here older male. So let me just say 15:06 is the dirty old man or male. Okay. Unfortunately, 14:05, we can't say obviously foul play. And we know to be the case. She was found deceased, unfortunately, stabbed. But 14:05 confirms the issue of an older male, because the 14:05 speaks about older males, and I believe there may be a syndicate here, ladies and gentlemen, older males, younger children. And this is the unfortunate thing. I mean, I recently watched a Showmax documentary, School Ties, and it's horrific to how it's uncovered all the abuse taking part in schools. Now, the big alarm bell for me is because obviously you don't want an environment where it's teachers attacking kids. I mean, who else would be? But with a 7 at the start of the day is problematic, because that speaks about someone in an official position at the school. 7 is the teacher. 7 is the educator. And I will just say, there is planning behind this crime. We see a 22:04 before the day, which indicates male energy, of course, male energy. 4 is male. But 22:04 is the plan. So let me just put here. Plan. And what is the plan about? The plan is about 13:4, children, a child. I'm trying my best. 22:4. So we got a plan which talks about a premeditation, 13:4. So what happens here? The August the 6th, the day before, is we have this 14-5 in play. And I believe something may have happened here on this day as well, or attempted to happen. But the 14-5 is like to end on the 13-4 blocked, which then puts this person in a spiral, 22-4. Why are they in a spiral? Because 16-7 is also the whistleblower. So something is going on behind the walls of education. The safest place on earth other than your home. For children, supposedly. And this must have been horrific for her family. And thoughts and prayers to the family to find your child deceased at the school she attends. What are the other parents thinking about? We got a 7 on the day. So as mentioned, we got someone that makes a plan the night before, day before. And there's actually alarming numbers leading up here. If we purely look at the focus of Deveney, I mean, there's a 13-4 children. 21-3 speaks about abduction. So even leading up to this day, something has been going on here. This wasn't a random attack, is what I'm getting to. This was premeditated, 22-4 in the reflection zone, because there's an overlap, and I'll explain why. 27-9 is premeditation. I believe Deveney was going to say something, or had knowledge of something. Premeditated murder. There's a 14-5 at the end of the day, foul play. And if you have access to a storeroom on school, would that be a child? Or is the storeroom left open? But I'm picking up official numbers here. So 24-6. Now here's the confirmation numerology. So she's killed on school property by someone familiar. 24-6. 15-6 is in play again. So the 15-6 is the adult male, in my opinion. At least one of them. What I find the most disturbing here is that 72 hours later, we get a summary of events. So the events, let me just put you in perspective, beg your pardon. So below here is when the event takes place. All right. The most alarming, let's go into the 2 summary days here. The most alarming number, apart from being someone that actually works for the school, is we have a 10-1 group situation here. There, I would say, there would be more than one person that knows what happened to her. This is very alarming. So let's have a look here. As mentioned, the day that she is attacked starts the 7. So that person definitely works for the school and in a position of authority. And then the 10-1 represents the group, What is going on here? Something's going on here. And as mentioned before, the school was founded in 1952, which gives us a 17-8. Here's a 17-8 here. Your perpetrator works for the school. And of course, it would be a process of elimination where everyone was. When was the last time Deveney was seen? But there's definitely a strong school link here, adult link. Now, the 26-8 doesn't speak about staging, but unfortunately, it speaks about the nature of the crime. 6 is a knife. So let's just put here. And due to the bad nature of the body, will affect the biology. There was a level of premeditation here. I would, if I was the local police there down in Cape Town, in that area, there is a deep and dark situation happening at the school. Now, will this event, because that's just crossed my mind now, will this event, or was the intention of the event to warn others? Are others in play here? Because on the very next day, we see this 11-2. There's illegal activity happening at the school. And I'm not just talking about the obvious murder here, homicide. There is illegal activity happening at the school, in my opinion. And once again, we see this transactional number, 19-10-1. Better for the 10-1, motherfuckers. Something is horrible behind these doors. Now, under normal circumstances, when we have a 10-1 like this, I'm just going to remove here. Now, 89 reveals the murder. But remember, we're overlapping here. So here's the murder here. So who is this 18-9? And ladies and gentlemen, this 18-9 is a learned person. Not the average teacher either. There's something sinister going on here. And you know, because it overlaps, it brings in these 3 8s here as well. And 8's all about communication. Someone is going to tell on the teacher. Someone is going to tell on someone, because here's all the communication chaos. I believe we may have one of our youngest whistleblowers at the school here. Unfortunately. But I will just say this was planned. It was definitely not random. Premeditation numbers. And there is a sense of familiarity, belonging to the school. The murderer is at the school, smiling at the children. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll keep an eye on the news and see further developments. But at this case, at this stage, there has not been any further developments in the case since it's happened. And that's now over a week ago. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please share your comments and thoughts. I do engage with them. And please stay safe, stay alert, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.